Hey guys, Mix here. Today we're going to be working on the Magna and getting it running right. So today we're working on the Magna, and what we're going to be doing is taking out all 4 carburetors and cleaning them pretty deeply because this thing won't even start anymore. Taking these carburetors out are going to be a serious pain because taking them out of a V4 engine there's absolutely no room to work. It's definitely going to be a pretty big challenge. What I'm going to be doing, to make it easier, you have to take off the gas tank. And then below the gas tank, I believe, is the airbox. And down here, it just looks like to take off the carburetor, just loosen up these clamps right here. And on each carburetor, they're on like different sides because one carburetor goes to one cylinder, another one goes to another one. Alright, so in order to take off the gas tank, there's just one bolt right back there. And there's usually one in the front right there, but that's missing. So we just have to take one off, remove the fuel line from the petcock, and then just pull it off. So now you just pull it off, and then there's the airbox. Alright, so from here, looks like that you take off like this intake boot here, and then take off the screws on the actual airbox, and it looks like it would just lift right out. Alright, all the bolts are out. Now it's time to pull it out of here, like that. And there's the air filter. Looks pretty good. Alright, pull out filter. Then the screen, then there's the airbox. Now with the whole intake system off, now it's time to take out all these screws that are around the airbox. All the screws are out of it. Now we just need to slide it out. Just like that. So the whole entire airbox is out. Now we have all the intakes for each carburetor. So now that everything is off on top, now we can start loosening these brackets on the intake boots. All the brackets on the intake boots are now loose. Now I'm going to start working this thing off. I detached all 4 of the intake boots, which were on there really tightly, but now it's time to finally pull this out. Probably its first time being out since 1988. Okay, it's out. Guys, so the carburetors are out. It doesn't look too bad in here, I mean, inside of the holes are a little bit dirty, but I'm probably gonna clean those up when I reinstall it. So I have all the carburetors here, and I know that they're upside down, or at least 2 of them are, and I know that it's, it's not the best thing to put them on upside down because, some of the junk in there might get stirred up and everything, but I'm gonna clean these things out as clean as possible because I want this thing running great. So now we're gonna be cleaning them. I'm gonna switch to the GoPro. I'm just gonna wear my helmet, honestly, and just so I don't have to hold the camera and clean it, and I'll let you guys see the cleaning of each carburetor. Let's switch over to the GoPro. This is inside of what carburetor 2 looks like. Pretty destroyed like carburetor 1, but we'll clean it all up and make it look a lot better. Just finished cleaning the second carburetor. It's looking better. It doesn't matter if like the outside over here is still dirty like this because it's going to be covered up with the gasket anyway. Alright, here is carburetor 3. Definitely not as bad as the other one. Still, still of course pretty junky. Still has to be cleaned obviously, but not as bad as these 2. So this is what the last carburetor looks like, carburetor 4. I think as like it went on, I think first one was the worst, and then I think it got better as it kind of went on. So now let's clean this up, and then once we're done, we can start putting it back together. So I just finished cleaning the last carburetor, and now I gotta put this back on, and then we'll put it back into the engine. All the carburetors are back together. Now I need to slide this in and put them back into their intake boots. Got one in. All right, so the carburetors are in. Sorry I didn't record it. It is really hard to get them in, but they are in. Now what we have to do is put on the airbox, the whole intake, gas tank, and then we should be all good. All right, so now let's throw back in the airbox. Alright, so the airbox is back on, and before I put on the tank, I want to drain out the old gas so I can put in some fresh gas, and I also want to get a fuel filter for it. Alright, so I'm just checking the oil, and it doesn't look good at all. I think gas might have leaked down from the cylinder into the oil when it was hydro-locked. So before I even try and start this, I want to do an oil change on it. Alright guys, so I think I'm going to make this video into 2 parts because the sun's going down and I can't really record tomorrow because I'm working, and tomorrow I need to upload this video, so I'm going to make this into 2 parts. Next part, we're going to be doing an oil change and installing a fuel filter onto it, seeing if this thing will actually start. I'm hoping that it will start. You know, when I first got it running, it did run, it ran pretty bad, and then now it hasn't started in like a week because it won't start. But now since we cleaned the carburetors, hopefully it'll start, and I also want to put in new spark plugs. But anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see. But thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, tell your friends about the channel.